Waiting at the bus stop. Perfect setting for a week of more waiting on This Week with BigC. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of This Week with BigC. As I said in the intro, this week is a lot more waiting. Had some interesting things happen, some interesting stories to share. So it's not a completely uneventful week, but just mostly waiting for when I'm going to be starting my new job. And there's been some interesting motion on that front. So rather than continuing to talk here, let's get to the recap and you'll see what I mean. Hey everybody, it is Monday and I did just get some good news. My background check did clear, as I mentioned last week, and I got confirmation that my start date will be June 13th. So at least I have that locked in. I also found out that apparently we're getting a pay raise, so I will be making more than $12 an hour, which is great. So yeah, 2 little bits of good information. Oddly enough, I have to reapply, quote unquote, for the 3rd time. But apparently it's because of the pay raise. So I already have the job and it's already locked in, but I have to reapply because I'll be making more money. I don't know. It's a weird situation, but that's what the recruiter told me. So yeah, locked in for June 13th, which is great. And I'll be making more money than I originally expected, which is even better. So now I just have to survive until then, which is tricky, but I'll figure it out. I was informed by everybody in the comments from last week's video that I'm not eligible for unemployment. So I wasn't sure if I was or not, so that's unfortunate. I'll have to look at other options, but you know, it is what it is. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and I did get another small update about my job. I did ask about the new pay rate, which I was told that we were getting, and apparently we'll be getting $14.50 an hour, which is 50 cents less than what I made at Disney, but I'll be able to work more hours because at Disney I was working about 36 hours for the most part, and that was by choice just because of my feet. So because I won't be on my feet all day, I can definitely work 40 plus, and I'll have commission. So definitely have the potential to make quite a bit more money working at Comcast, which is great. So no updates on anything else, just that. So I mean, it's something, but I'll take what I can get. So at least I'll be making a pretty good amount of money when I start over there. Definitely better than 12 an hour, that's for sure. So I'll take it. So I wanted to share this story because I thought it was kind of sad. So today is Tuesday, of course, and Del Taco has a deal on Tuesdays where you can get 3 of their snack-sized tacos for $1.50. Also, for the month of May, they're doing free delivery on their app. So I decided, you know what? I want to treat myself today. So I got some really cheap tacos. I also had a coupon for a free chicken roller. So I got some really cheap food ordered on Del Taco at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is currently 6 o'clock. I have not received my food because the first time I placed the order, apparently someone went to pick up the order and then somehow the order got canceled through DoorDash's app, but they kept sending drivers and didn't have food to be delivered. So the order got canceled altogether. So I called first Del Taco to see what was going on, and they told me the situation. So then I had to call DoorDash and called them, and they told me that first they were going to make sure the order was resubmitted, and second, they transferred me to the manager for Del Taco and they refunded my order. They're working on refunding my order. So I was supposed to get my food and get a refund. So I did see on my phone that another DoorDash delivery person was sent to Del Taco to pick up the order, but then the order got canceled again. And supposedly this is because the order was not submitted even though the driver was sent. So there was nothing for them to pick up. So I called Del Taco again, and they told me, yeah, there was no order submitted, even though a driver was sent. So I had to call DoorDash again. That time, I got through the first customer service person, and I think it was an accident, but I got hung up on. So then I had to call a third time, got all the way to the customer service rep person, and they told me that there was nothing they could do. So I was just out of luck. I'm like, huh? What sense does that make? You're the ones who screwed up. Del Taco was refunding my order, and like every time I called them, they were just confused about what DoorDash was doing. So yeah, DoorDash super dropped the ball on this situation. But I called Del Taco again, and I talked to one of their managers, and they were like, you know what, we feel bad about everything that's going on with this. So he actually placed an order himself to be delivered through the DoorDash app. It still hasn't arrived, and I'm a little worried it might not arrive. But he placed the order himself to be delivered through DoorDash to me. So I'm still waiting on that. I don't have tracking information because it wasn't done through my account. It was done through someone else's account. I'm just hoping that I actually get my food. Because, geez, it's been 3 hours. I still haven't gotten food. I know I am getting refunded, which is good, but like, I just wanted my food. And I had to use a coupon that I can't get back now. So if I lose the coupon and lose the food, I'll be very sad. Even though I am getting my refund, but still, like, it's ridiculous that all this happened. So I just wanted to share that story because I thought it was sad. So Del Taco, great customer service on their end. DoorDash, horrible customer service on their end. So yeah, that's fun. Last update, I did just get my Del Taco order finally. So it took about 3 hours and 15 minutes, but I finally got my food. Shout out to Del Taco for actually providing really good customer service. Even though the issue wasn't their fault at all, they were the ones who resolved everything. So shout out to them. They did a great job. They also, in addition to sending me my order, they also sent me a whole bunch of coupons. So the next time I go to Del Taco, I have a ton of different coupons I can use. So again, shout outs to them. They did a great job. DoorDash, your customer service is terrible. So just be aware when you're having to deal with DoorDash that you might not get great customer service. So there you go. At least I have my Del Taco. I'm going to enjoy it now. And that's that. It's a rainy evening here. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day, but it didn't. Instead, we have kind of a stormy evening. It's not like a super severe storm, but definitely a storm. It's been a while since I filmed this, so I figured I'd come out and do a little rainy evening video clip. Hey everybody, it is Friday. Not a whole lot to report. I did get some information about work again. I actually have my schedule for training. I don't think I'm allowed to share that, so I'm not going to, but it's a pretty solid schedule. I'm pretty happy with it. Also, I know like a little more details about the job. All I have left to do in terms of getting ready for it is I have some documents I still need to sign, and that's it. And then I just wait until June 13th, which is when I start. So I'm glad that's all set up. Nothing else is. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the next few weeks. We're getting to the point now where it's just not feasible to get another job, at least another like regular job. So I'm going to try to see if maybe I can do some sort of at-home work, or, you know, find something I can do just to make a little bit of money just to survive the next few weeks. Because I only really have to survive another 3 weeks. I mean, technically 4 if you include my first day at Comcast. But it's basically another month. But, you know, at least there's good things on the horizon. I'm actually pretty excited for this new job just because I've been so safe at Disney. Like, I've been there for 12 years. I just did what I knew. This is something different, and I think it has the potential to be a lot more interesting. It's at home. I don't have to travel. I mean, there's a lot of positives. I've already talked about them, but I'm pretty excited for this job, and I think there's a good chance that this job could be what I need right now, besides the fact that it's the job that got me. So I'm gonna head back inside now because the storm is still kicking up, and but yeah, I just want to come out here during kind of a stormy night and share some thoughts. Hey everybody, it is Monday and I don't really have much to report. This week's probably gonna be a pretty light week, just because there's not much going on really. I've just been chilling at home, playing some games. I'm feeling a lot better finally, which is good. It took forever for things to be better, but my hand is basically back to normal. It's still a little stiff and there's some problems, but it's basically back to normal, so that's good. But I beat Pokemon Legends Arceus finally, so that's a win. I've been meaning to beat that for a while. Thanks to Pokemon Home, I could do it without having to get all those stupid wisps. And then I've been playing a lot of Civ Rev, mostly because I played it with Wyatt over the weekend because he was out due to COVID. So we both had plenty of time on our hands. So we played a lot of Civ Rev just to pass the time. And, it's kind of a comfort food game for me. I'm playing it since 2008. So it's just kind of a fun game to play on occasion. But yeah, no updates to anything of note. Just been chilling at home and hoping something will go my way. So we'll see what happens. So I actually have some news, and it's actually good news. I got my offer letter today and filled all that out for work. And one of the things that was included with it, which surprised me, is my start date has been moved to June 6th. Meaning, I start work 2 weeks from today, which is great. Much better than 3 weeks from today. So I essentially have to get through 2 weeks now instead of 3, and I'll have a job again. That means a lot. That's going to help a lot. Still have to figure some things out and try to figure out how I'm going to properly survive for the next 2 weeks. But only having to survive 2 weeks without work is a lot easier. So I'll keep working. I'll keep trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But at least that's good news. Hey everybody, it is Saturday. I know I haven't filmed any updates for this past week. I meant to film one yesterday. I just kind of forgot because yesterday was a very weird and eventful day. Yesterday was a very up and down day. We'll start with the down and we'll go to the up. So first off, and this was kind of the long adventure I had to deal with yesterday, my apartment complex has recently changed names and changed management. Now, one thing that we were sent a notice for at the beginning of the month was that we had to contact our renter's insurance company to get the name of the apartment complex and the address of the new management company listed on the policy, which I figured shouldn't take long. I just have to actually call them and then give them the information. So, of course, I put it off. Yesterday, I decided, well, I better do it before the weekend, especially because they sent another notice saying, hey, you better do this. So I called them, and essentially what they told me is that they can't do that. I would have to apply for a completely new policy, and the policy that they quoted me was a lot higher than the one we were already paying for, and we would have to pay an additional $70 deposit. So, of course, my reaction to that was, no thank you. So I did see in the latest notice that the complex said that they offered a kind of in-house option with a company who they partnered with. So I asked about that, and they told me essentially it's a little bit more than what we pay now. Right now we pay about $14 for renter's insurance, and this one's $14.50. So we'd have to pay an extra quarter each. Oh man. And it would be due when our rent is due every month now. But it covers the same amount of stuff, and we wouldn't have to pay any kind of deposit. So that was definitely the best option. So I essentially needed to cancel our other one. So I called them, canceled the other one. The nice thing is, because of how it's set up, the system at the office, if we don't have a third-party renter's insurance company, will automatically give us the in-house option. That's what I was told. So we're good on that. But I need to do it because if I didn't and we still had our third-party one that wasn't compliant, we would get fined. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want that to happen. So it took a while and it was kind of a mess, but that was taken care of. Negative thing number 2, apparently I've been so poor over the past few months that my bank decided to charge me a maintenance fee on my account of $12. So now I'm even more poor. I love the fact that a bank charges you a fee for not making enough money, essentially. I'm like, how nice of them. So that was fun. The third thing, and this one is completely contrary to the clip you just saw from Monday, which is unfortunate, is I found out after some communication with my recruitment person at Comcast that my start date is not the 6th, it is still the 13th. So I'm still 2 weeks away from starting, unfortunately. I mean, nothing I can do about it at this point. I was really hoping that the 6th was true, because only having to wait a week before I start is obviously much better than having to wait 2 more weeks, but we're getting there. It's getting close. So I just gotta wait 2 more weeks. The one good thing, and this one is very good, we were approved for renter's assistance through the city of Kissimmee. So I don't know exactly what that entails. All I know is I got an email yesterday that said that my application was approved. So it sounds like what's going to happen is essentially the city is going to pay either all of or some of our rent for this next month. I don't know exactly how much it's going to be, but anything is going to help. So that's really positive. And then I also reapplied for food stamps, or what it's called, SNAP. So hopefully that will come through. So then I'll have some money for food that I can buy at grocery stores. And then, you know, the combination of those two things and, you know, having to maybe sell a couple extra things, my collections, should be able to get me through for the next 2 weeks. So things are looking on the up. I also found out that my phone camera randomly works again. I've had this issue over the past few months where my phone camera, just the main camera, is really blurry. But for some reason today, when I brought up the camera, it was not blurry. I'm like, interesting. I didn't do anything to it, but it all of a sudden works again. So that's nice. So yeah, things are on the positive for sure. Just got 2 more weeks to go, and then I'll finally start my new job, and things will definitely start getting better. So, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I can finally get this haircut, because I hate how nasty my hair looks. It's so bad, and it's uncomfortable, and I hate it. So yeah, that's the mega update on what's been going on this week, mostly yesterday. So anyway, back to me for the rest of This Week with BigC. Now it is time to do a preview of one of our upcoming videos, and we have a bunch of fun stuff coming up over the next few weeks. So check it out. Another day, another Pokemon set.
You'll never believe what I just went through.
Matt, what happened to you?
I went through a journey of time and space.
Time and space? To do what?
Got the new Astro Radiance.
Oh, I just pre-ordered mine. That is going to do it for another episode of This Week with BigC. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. New videos on this channel air 3 days a week unless there's a bonus video, which sometimes there is. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. Also, if you haven't already done so, follow me on TikTok. I created a TikTok account where I'm going to be mostly doing Pokemon polls, as well as 15-second reviews of movies and TV shows and other stuff, and maybe a few other shorts, odds and ends. But it will also probably appear on YouTube Shorts. So if you want to see our short form content and you use TikTok more than you use YouTube, check that out. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of This Week with BigC in 2 weeks. Bye.